Sue from Cleopatra Art Studio here. And real quick, I wanted to run into how to paint dots on Monday hacks. So if you're a brand new painter, this is really a question we get often, and that is, how in the world do you paint little dots? How do you get them perfect? Well, number one, we're not painting them. We're using a couple different tools to get the dots that we want, the sizes that we want. And some are very, very tiny. Sometimes you want them to, join together and make this necklace, things like that. So hopefully this will help somebody that needs it. A couple different paints I use would just be a basic acrylic paint, whatever color you want. And then I also really love to use fluid acrylics. So either Liquitex or golden fluid acrylics. And they are very expensive, but you're only using a dot. Okay, so a couple different things if you need a dot and you just don't have anything whatsoever around the house to help you. You can simply flip your paintbrush over, find one in a corresponding size you want, and then dip and dot. The trick is you need a small pool of paint rather than a flat pool of paint. A lot of people like to use the egg cartons, but I find that the styrofoam egg cartons, but personally I find that I end up wasting a lot of paint that way. I squeeze it in and then I don't utilize it all. So I typically just use a paper plate because it's waxy, and I just put a little pull and I pull from it, get it pulled. Okay, in a pinch, when I have nothing, I would sharpen a pencil and then dip and dot to get this, the dots I want. One of my favorites to use for very, very tiny work is taking just a household dining toothpick, and then you can also trim it down to the size that you're looking for. Either keep it really pointed or just trim it down, and it works really well. We're gonna demonstrate that in a second. And then finally, I also use styluses. Not all the time because I'm always very busy, and so I'm looking for something to use really quick. But styluses are a great choice. They come in different sizes when you get a pack from Amazon. Some are large, some are small. These were very popular several years ago for I hope I'm saying this right, mandala painting, which is the dots that are very Indian inspired. And they can help you become, meditative. There we go. Woo, Monday morning hack. Okay, so this is my Liquitex fluid acrylic. The pigment is intense. That's why I love it. Do I have a light? Just a comparison. It's very empty. So this is my golden. We're gonna use black. It tends to be a little glossy. I love that sometimes. It's what you're looking for. And a grenier. And then this will also be our deco art. And it's a warm white. I'm just going to show you, I happen to have a mustachio here. And I'll show you the different looks. I also just happen to have this kind of a skewer. Different looks they all do. So real quick, fluid acrylic, the white with a big paintbrush. Sometimes you have a really big piece and that's what you're looking for. I would not do more than 3 dots with each paint dip application. The reason why is as you keep going, they look not as pleasing. Let's just go with that, but make yourself happy. Okay, this is the toothpick that I cut off. 1, 2. I only got 2 out of that one. There we go. Stuck my finger right in it. And then I also, that was the fluid acrylic. This is, let's go down here, a paintbrush with just deco art. That looks good. Now the thing to keep in mind is shrink rate. Acrylic paint shrinks at the rate of 30%. So when it shrinks, it will, when it dries, it's gonna shrink. And it won't be as plump or even bulbous. So that's when the stylus comes in handy. And I'm not honestly the best stylist user, so you don't want a ton on there. And the stylus, in theory, allows you to have a nice little dot. And so I'm dipping in each time. That are very, very symmetrical, and they're slightly more bulbous. I don't know if you can see that. So kind of pick the one that works well for you, experiment. There's a toothpick, the back of a paintbrush, and a stylus. So it just depends who you are, what your budget is. I hope this helped you today. Make your designs just a little bit more whimsical, if you will, or allow you to get that desired look you want. Have a good day. Happy Monday.